I hate breakups, especially when they try to let you down gently, like when they say it's not you, it's me. I just need some space. We can still be cousins. What did the sniper say to his girlfriend after a breakup? I won't miss you. Why did the physics teacher break up with the biology teacher? There was no chemistry. Stirring the coffee with the triple vortex method, using one giant chopstick of truth, a K-bar tactical chopstick, a normal wooden chopstick, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, coffee in a please feel free to shut up coffee mug. Nice. 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 This is my home roasted coffee. I'm waiting for more triple bastard dark roast to arrive. The audio is a little bit different today. I had to move some of my podcast equipment, so I'm using a lapel mic, which you can probably tell the difference almost immediately. Now you know why I upgraded. I did this for years, and then when I went to a normal professional podcasting system, hardware and such, made all the difference. Now going back to just a $20 lapel mic plugged into my phone, you'll see the difference. But the truth, whether it's through a very expensive podcasting hardware system or a $20 lapel mic, the truth prevails. I love this from the transformed wife. She says the number one reason for divorce is growing apart or arguments. Women initiate divorce up to 80% of the time. Well, it's actually 70 to 90%. It goes up to 90% the higher educated that she is. There's a great need for older women to teach younger women to love and submit to their husbands and what this looks like. And no one is teaching them this, not even the churches. They're only being taught how to tear their marriages apart by feminism. She's interesting to follow. For the most part, I think she's very helpful. And that's the transformed wife on Twitter, or X, as it's now called. Just got this beautiful gift from Warbox Studio as a thank you for my ministry to men. It's a pipe stand with sections for your lighter, tamper, and a 4-ounce pipe tobacco jar. And I will put a link for them down below. It's a beautiful piece of artwork. It is beautiful. So it's a woodworking studio. Check out their website. And I will probably use it in a pipe smoking video pretty soon. I love what Rich Cooper says. Behind many successful men, there's a woman that left him in his difficult time. Mental point of origin, my brothers. Learn it. Not every woman is going to stick with you. This is why you can't connect your income and your revenue to a woman. Can't do it. If she just one day wakes up and wants to leave the marriage or the relationship, and she's an integral part of your business somehow, some way, or your encouragement, your internal encouragement system, then guess what? Then there goes your income. There goes your revenue. There goes your motivation. This is why your world cannot revolve around a woman. This is where mental point of origin is absolutely necessary. If she wants to go, you try to fix things if you can. You don't throw things away. I mean, it's like a lighter. In the old days, there were Zippo lighters, things that you worked on. When they ran out of fuel, you put new fuel in it to light your cigars or your pipes. Now we have disposable lighters. When they no longer work, you toss them. When they malfunction, you toss them and you get a new one. That is what relationships have turned into, things that we just throw away when they don't work the way we want them to. Every successful man that I know has a story about a relationship that ended, that stunted his growth, that set him back. This was pretty interesting. I had said some nice things about the woman that I date that some of you have already met. A reply, he says, "Sir, you're coming off as pussy whipped. You just wrote a massive paragraph on YouTube about how amazing a woman is, that someone checks all your boxes. Don't you find that peculiar? A woman who is your fantasy come true? I know Polish women. I am Polish. I dated many and married one and got burned. Does she have a green card?" Well, one negative comment out of 120 positive comments, that's not bad. There is progress here. Not to defend my situation, but you know what? Everything is one day at a time. I walk into everything in my life with my eyes wide open. I am aware of the risks that I encounter, and I am also a risk for somebody as well. That door does swing in both directions. One thing I don't do is one-itis. I try to maintain a positive attitude. My mental point of origin is on point, as I want yours to be. That is why I am here, to help you with that, especially in Brovember, which is coming up. There's a few things that I'm good at. One is cutting hair. Another is coaching men, which I've done for 40 years professionally, over 25 years as a therapist, and a certified advanced grief and loss therapist. I know something about pipe smoking and that culture, and bourbon and whiskey, kind of like the manly arts of relaxation. I know a little bit about coffee roasting. I know a little bit how to recover from negative setbacks. I know a little bit about weight loss and fitness and how to come back from being a fat guy. And those are the things that I share with you. So one negative comment out of 120, like I said, that's not too bad. There used to be a lot more. The key is to be a mutual admiration society. I would never even spend time with somebody who is negative. I would not spend time with somebody if I had what I call breast goggles on. I operate with pre-nut clarity. I've been burned before, and I've dated Polish women before. And I've probably had more women in my life than anyone who's watching this broadcast right now. And it would be foolish for me to start talking about numbers. I lived most of my adult life as a player, a Don Juan, a Casanova. There are patterns that I'm aware of. I know how to spot things. I know the red flags. I know the warning signs. But with everything that I know, I'm also aware that one can be blindsided. And because of that, you have to take risks. Every relationship is a risk. There is no relationship in this world, with male friendships, with female friendships, with female dating. There's no such thing as a risk-free relationship. And if you are afraid to go out of the house because you might get struck by lightning or hit by a car, then you're allowing fear to rule you. One of the things I don't do is allow fear to rule me because of past experiences. To say that you're ready to love again is to say, I am ready to possibly be hurt again, to have a vulnerability. There's a lot of people who say, never again. I got hurt once, and never again is that going to happen. Okay, that's fine. I was like that for guess how long? About 15 years. About 15 years. And it was about 5 years ago that I said, you know what, I'm open to marriage again, but I'm not running into a burning house. There's no way that anyone can ever call me impulsive. I was divorced about 20 years ago. And 15 of the post-divorce years, I just operated as a Casanova, like my pre-marriage days. And gentlemen, if you have a woman in your life that you are proud of, if you have female friends that you are proud of, it's okay to talk about them. It's okay, in a positive light. It's not a one-way street. One of the things I don't tolerate is disrespect. And I've taught you for years, believe what a woman does and very little of what she says. I still stand by that. I also stand by the rule that all men should have facial hair.
Perfect.
Gentlemen, start your beards. It's going to get cold quick. Women are coming forward with horror stories about their use of hormonal birth control and how it messed up their bodies and even their relationships. You can't mess with Mother Nature without consequences. Keep that in mind, ladies and men who have a woman in your life. Think about the hormonal birth control. It will mess up a woman's head somehow, some way, somewhere down the line. If you want to dance, you're going to have to pay the fiddler. Sooner or later, a woman will be paying that fiddler. And many times that relationship, that marriage gets affected when it's time for paying up. I've experienced that in my lifetime, and I'm just sharing that with you. I think saying the phrase flat screen TV is like saying color TV. You don't need to say flat screen anymore. You could just say TV. Speaking of TVs, I don't watch TV. I haven't watched the news since 2015, and I think that has contributed to my sanity, clarity, and reason. Are you part of the Clarity Club that doesn't watch the news, that doesn't just sit down in front of the TV every day? You might watch a movie. You might stream something, Netflix, Amazon Prime, watch a series or something. You turn on the TV, you watch it. When it's done, you turn it off. You just don't have this never ending TV watching thing going on all weekend or at night after dinner until you go to bed. Most people put the TV on during dinner, and then it's on until 10 or 11 o'clock till they go to bed. And then they are in bed with the TV on their dresser, watching television and falling asleep to television in their bedroom. If you have a TV in your bedroom, you really should take it out. Seriously, it's affecting your sleep and you don't even know it. The last hour of your day should not be watching TV or having screen time if you can control that. Just try it for a month and see how you feel. Take the TV out of your bedroom. Don't watch TV an hour before you go to bed. Read. Are you thinking about changing careers or jobs? I like to say that I help men get unstuck in areas of life, love, business, and career. Here's 7 tips for preparing for a career change. Number 1, you need a mindset shift. You get your mind right. Understand that change is inevitable and it's an opportunity for growth. Learn to embrace change because everything you want is outside your comfort zone. It's easy to go to a job every day. And guess what? For instance, even if it's a job you don't like, there's still structure there. You still have to be there. They tell you what to do, when to be there, when to leave. Many people need that structure. All of your anxiety can be cured if you pursue your dreams and goals, not someone else's. A man sees his boss pulling up in a Lamborghini. The boss gets out of the car and the man says, "Man, that is a nice car." The boss says, "Yeah, with your hard work, dedication, and perseverance, I'll be able to get another one next year." Number 2, a skill inventory. Now, I always say grab a notepad, list every skill that you have in your arsenal of skills. This is your ammunition for your next phase of career. Number 3, research and explore. So it's time to hit the books. It's time to do some web surfing. Dive deep into your desired field. Read books, watch videos, and network with people who are already there. In other words, dress for the job that you want. Think consistently. Think in a consistent manner with the job that you want. Network with people who are already living the kind of life that you want to live. For instance, I go to a $1 million mastermind once a month. I'll be going to that next week. I hang with people who have goals like mine and even bigger. They see my blind spots, I see theirs. And I'm challenged every single time I go. Do you belong to a mastermind group? Number 4, revamp your resume. Your resume is a first impression. Take care of it. Keep it updated. Polish it up like you would a pair of shoes. Highlight your transferable skills and your achievements. And every time that you learned something, make sure it's on the resume. When I was a hiring manager, I would see someone who graduated from university in 1996, and that was it. And I'm thinking, is that the last time you learned? I want to see continuing education. I want to see what you learned since you graduated from college. What skills do you currently have? Like, for instance, I have over 1,000 continuing ed hours in my field of counseling, postmaster's degree, and I stopped counting at 40 years old. I am now in my mid-60s. And in the past year, I just got certified as a grief and loss counselor. And I'm going to be getting another certification. Education is a lifelong process. You don't graduate from school and think you're equipped for the rest of your life. The world is changing. You need to change. Number 5, you need to do some networking, effective networking. Attend workshops, mastermind groups, seminars, online forums, and build relationships with people that also include hard deadlines and accountability. Nothing gets done without accountability. The lone wolf stuff, I was a lone wolf. I'm guilty of being a lone wolf. I'm guilty of not wanting to collaborate with people. And only for maybe the past 20 years of my career, out of a 40-year career, I was a lone wolf for the first 20. The second half of my life and my career, I've learned the power of collaboration and asking questions and asking people for their help and also offering help because that door swings in both directions. When you give help, you will get help. Number 6, financial preparation. And this is very important. Prepare for a potential dip in income during your transition. You heard me say you got to pandemic proof your income. When the next thing comes rolling down, what are you going to do financially? How are you going to pay your bills when the next thing happens? Whether it be some kind of pandemic or a war or the grid goes down, how are you going to support yourself and or your family? How's that going to happen? It's only going to happen with people who think about it ahead of time and plan accordingly. Have a plan B, a plan C. What will I do if this happens? Number 7, embrace the learning curve. Because you're going into new territory, you have to be ready to learn, adapt, grow, even overcome. You have to embrace change and open your mind, open your heart to change. One of the things you've heard a lot of people, like older people, say this, well, he's stuck in his ways. She's stuck in her ways. And that just is not about household stuff. It's not like your grandmother saying about your grandfather, oh, he's stuck in his ways. In careers, in what you do for a living, you need to be fluid, learn new skills. I know people that say, oh, I'm not good with computers. And they've been telling me that for 30 years. You can say that to me once. You're not good with computers. You can't tell me that for 30 years. You can't tell me that for 1 year. If you're not good at something, get good at it. Don't let your line be, oh, I was never good at this or good at that. That's now a choice. So if someone says to me, I'm not good with computers, what they're really saying, what I'm really hearing is this: I don't want to be good with computers. Remember, my brother, change is your friend. And a little bit of discomfort is not going to kill you. Embrace change, embrace discomfort. Learn how to be comfortable with uncertainty. Prepare for it, conquer it. That's how you're going to level up in your career and in your earning. Here we are halfway through Pectober. Are you doing your 100 push-ups a day? Are you building the slab? I know I am. I might even do a reveal. I'm not sure about that, though. We'll see. But after Pectober is Brovember. So here's a great idea for Brovember. It's a month where you choose to help one man who is struggling somewhere in his life. It could be financially, it could be with fitness, diet, nutrition, masculinity issues, blue-pilled simp behavior, maybe just recently separated or divorced, maybe some mental health issues such as anxiety, discouragement, ADHD, sociopathic issues, narcissistic issues, phobias. Basically, you ask him for permission for you to keep him accountable somehow, even if it's a weekly phone call during Brovember. You may get an overweight brother out for a 5-mile walk twice a week. Or, for instance, take someone to the gym with you. I know where I work out, I can bring a guest every time. That's something I might do. Take a guy to the gym with me, have him go through my workout once a week, and then go out and have a cup of coffee. Or go get a beer and some chicken wings or something like that. The purpose of Brovember is to help relieve some of a man's despair and discouragement. What you want to do is help ignite a fire in him, help flip a switch in him that could make him unrecognizable by this time next year. I can't do it by myself, my brothers. Each one must help one. So I must inspire you to step out of your comfort zone and help a brother during Brovember. Tithe your time, your wisdom, your intellectual capital. Next year, he may help a weary brother in Brovember of 2024. Remember, every man is a teacher and every man is a student. So let's do this. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason. Are you part of the Clarity Club?
Great ass! I don't even like to say the word broken, because when something's broke, it sounds like it's of less value. So obviously we have a quote-unquote broken home, but I don't view us as being any less valuable. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean
it's not the perfect situation.
Yeah.
I get letters from guys that are like raised in foster homes where they're like both mother and father are derelicts or drug addicts and that kind of thing, and they just go from foster home to foster home.
That's crazy. I can't even imagine doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, so you working out these days or what? That means no.
Well,